Hello and welcome to this evening stretch yoga practice. So, you've just come in from work, or maybe you've been home a little while, you've gotten dinner for the kids, and you're feeling tired, maybe stressed, possibly holding some aches in your shoulders, in your pelvis, feeling tension that you need to alleviate in order to relax and get a restful night's sleep. This practice will help you do so. Coming onto your mat, starting in child's pose. Spread the knees as comfortably wide as you can, walking the hands up the mat, lowering your body down, bringing your forehead to the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, let yourself soften. Let yourself become grounded, finding yourself in this space, in this practice, letting the tension flow out of you, down into the ground and away from your body. Finding some movement now in the wrists, lifting the wrists up, coming high onto the fingertips, and then lowering the wrists back down, raising the fingertips up to point at the sky, lowering the fingertips down, and raising the wrists, coming high onto the fingertips, lowering the wrists down and raising the fingertips, then lowering them down, lifting the wrists again, and lowering them down, lifting the fingertips, lower down the fingertips, and walk the hands over to the left, getting a side body stretch. Walk the hands back to centre, then over to the right. Walking the hands back through centre, lifting the head up, finding a way up to tabletop pose, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and finding some gentle hip circles. Just working out the tension in the pelvis and the hips and the small of the back. Changing direction. Coming to stillness now. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cows. As you inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly for cow pose. Exhale, rounding the upper body, chin to the chest. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. One more time, cow pose. And cat pose. Extending the right leg out behind you. Gently rock back and forth on the wrists. Rolling over the right toes. Then as you inhale, raise the right leg and the left arm. As you exhale, rounding the upper body, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Then plant the left palm down. Plant the right knee, turning the right foot out to gate post. Extend the left leg, pointing the toes down towards the bottom of the mat. Raise the left hand up, gazing up past the fingertips, finding a supported side plank. Staying here, or for a deeper stretch, extend the left arm over. Planting the left hand down, walk the hands down the mat and come up high onto the fingertips, framing the left foot. And as you exhale, fold over the left leg, getting a stretch in the left thigh, in the hamstrings, in the glutes. Bring the left hand in and walk the hands back up the mat. Turning back to tabletop pose. Extending the left leg and rocking backwards and forwards. Over the left toes, over the wrists. Then inhale, extend the right arm and the left leg. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, planting the right palm, plant the left knee, turn the left foot out to gate post, extend the right leg and raise the right hand up to the sky, gazing up past the fingertips, staying here or for a deeper stretch. Extend the right hand over towards the top of the mat. Plant the right hand down, walk the hands around to the bottom of the mat, framing the right foot. As you inhale, come up high onto the fingertips. As you exhale, folding over the right leg. Bring the right hand in Walk the hands back up to the top of the mat. Coming back to tabletop. Then tucking the toes, lift the hips, finding downward facing dog. And pedaling it out, raising the heels, swaying the hips, working out tension in the back of the legs, the small of the back, the glutes. Coming to stillness. Then step the feet to the sides of the mat, bringing the right hand a little closer, about a foot further in, raising the left hand up to the sky, and as you exhale, threading the needle, reaching under the right arm for the right ankle and gazing under the right arm, finding the body twist. Unbind and plant down the left palm, raising the right hand up to the sky as you exhale, threading the needle, reaching for the left ankle, gazing under the left arm. Unbind, planting both palms down, coming back to downward facing dog. Walking up to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center. We'll now take moon salutations, raising the hands up overhead, palms together as you exhale, bending over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, back through center, stepping out with the left foot, feet turned out, hands extended, finding star pose, then bending the elbows at the knees, coming down for goddess pose. You can stay here or challenge yourself, coming up high onto the toes. If you decided to raise your heels, lower them back down, straightening the elbows and the knees, coming back to star pose, turning to face the bottom of the mat. Extend the arms out to the side, keeping the left leg straight. As you exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Gazing up past the right fingertips. And as you exhale, lowering the right hand, framing the left foot, turning the right toes to face the bottom of the mat, preparing for pyramid pose. Come up high onto the fingertips. And as you exhale, folding over the left leg, straightening the left knee, but keeping a slight bend to protect the joint. As you inhale, bend into the left knee, bring the right knee down onto the mat, palms together, and as you inhale, lift up to Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, bring the palms down to the inside of the left foot, turning the left foot to a 45-degree angle, coming up high onto the back of the right heel for Skandasana, side lunge. Palming the mat, walk the hands to the centre of the mat, lifting the hips, finding a wide-legged forward fold. You can stay with your gaze extended out, or you can deepen your fold and bring your head down towards the mat, bending at the elbows. If you took that bend, lift the gaze and walk the hands to the top of the mat, bending into the right knee, coming onto the left heel for side lunge. Palming the mat, turning the feet and the body to face the top of the mat. Left knee down on the mat, right knee bent, palms together, lift up, Anjaneyasana. Palming the mat, raise the left knee, coming back up for pyramid pose on the right side. Bring the right palm inside of the right leg. Turn the left foot to a 45-degree angle, raising the left hand up, gazing up past the fingertips for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Then grounding down with the left hand, walk the hands around to the centre of the mat, turning both feet out. And as you inhale, lifting back up to star pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, coming back down for goddess pose. Then inhale, straighten the knees, straighten the elbows, palms together. Turn and step to the top of the mat. As you exhale, leaning over to the left. Inhale, back up through centre. Exhale, leaning over to the right. Inhale, back through centre. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center. We'll take that again, moving faster with less cues. Inhale, hands up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, back through center and step out, star pose. Exhale to goddess pose. Heels up or down, your choice. Straightening the elbows and the knees, star pose. Preparing for Trikonasana on the left side. Preparing for pyramid pose. Keeping a micro bend in the left knee to protect the joint. Preparing for Anjaneyasana. Don't forget to inhale for your back bend. Preparing for Skandasana. Palming the mat. Walking the hands to the center of the mat, lifting the hips. A wide-legged forward fold with a variation of your choosing. Preparing for Skandasana on the right side. Preparing for Anjaneyasana. Inhale for your back bend. Palming the mat, preparing for pyramid pose on the right side. Preparing for triangle pose. Walking the hands to the center of the mat, feet turned out, star pose. Goddess pose. Star pose, palms together. Turn to face the top of the mat, step forward. Exhale, bending on the left side. Inhale through center. Exhale, bending on the right side. Inhale through center. Standing back bend. Hands through heart center. Very good. And preparing for a cool down. Raise the hands up overhead, standing back bend. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale. inhale, halfway lift, palming the mat, stepping back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, raise the right leg up to three-legged dog. As you exhale, bending the right knee, bring the right knee to the right wrist, lowering the shin down onto the mat, then lowering the body down, left leg extended out behind you, coming into pigeon pose or in yin, swan pose. Staying here in an upright position, or for a deeper sensation, walking the hands up the mat, folding the body over the right leg. As we're in this pose, try and lengthen your exhales, working on the parasympathetic nervous system, lengthening the exhales helps with stress, with tension. Encouraging the body to relax. Working on the fascia, the connective tissues throughout the whole body. As you inhale, lift your gaze and walk the hands back up if you extended them in front of you, turning to face the side of the mat, and then the bottom left-hand corner of the mat, bringing the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, lifting the hands up overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, hinge from the hip, fold forward over the left leg, reaching for your left ankle or your left foot. Lifting the head up, come back up. Raise the right knee, bring the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Raise the hands up overhead, and as you exhale, turn to the right hand behind you, left elbow bent and brought to the outside of the right knee, gazing over the right shoulder. Finding half Lord of the Fish, a good side stretch and a good twist. Unbind. And bending now, the left knee, extend the right leg out behind you, coming back in for pigeon pose, staying high on the hands or walking the hands forward and lowering the upper body over the left leg. Again, lengthening your exhale. Finding a softening now in your pelvis, in your lower back, in your shoulders, your neck. Lifting the gaze, walking the hands back up if you extended your arms in front of you. Turning to face the left upper corner of the mat. Left foot inside of the right thigh. Lift the hands up overhead, and as you exhale, folding over the right leg. Coming back up, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right thigh, raising the hands up overhead as you exhale, turning to the left, left hand behind you, gazing over the left shoulder, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, finding half Lord of the Fish. Turning back to the top of the mat, extending the legs out in front of you, coming to lay down on your back. As you inhale, raise the legs up, pointing the toes up at the sky. Letting the fluids drain down from where they may have pulled at the ankles and the feet. Then bending the knees, reaching for the toes, finding a happy baby. You can bring your hands to the inside of the feet and rock gently from side to side, giving a gentle massage on the back. Then releasing the feet, bring the knees together. And gently lower the knees to the left side, coming to lay on the left hip, extending the arms out to the side, gazing over the right shoulder, finding a supine twist. Bringing the gaze back to center, rolling back over onto the back and over to the right side, coming onto the right hip, gazing over the left shoulder. Bringing the knees back up. Extend the legs down the mat. Bringing the arms back in and extending them down either side of your body. Palms face up. Finding Shavasana, our final resting pose. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, try to lengthen your exhale. And as you find your Shavasana, continue to try to take a longer exhale and let your body relax completely, letting the last of the tension flow out of you. Preparing your body for complete relaxation and eventually sleep. Finding gentle movement in the fingers and the toes. Slowly, keeping the gaze soft, Coming up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the palms together, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in future practices. Bowing our heads, namaste.